We have another young girl coming to speak to us. Our next International Youth Ambassador is a 13-year-old student from Abhijay School, Noida. An inspiring orator, she was awarded for her oratory skills in 2015, the best orator in her entire grade. This is Manat Sharma, and she's here to share with you.
According to Elvis Presley, values are like fingerprints. No one's the same, but you leave them all over everything you do. Hi, I am Manat Sharma and I'm here to discuss about the future of human values. I know we've heard about this mundane topic at least billions of times before in different formats, right? Keeping in mind the title, Future of Human Values, I will divide this talk into 3 parts. In the first part, I will introduce values, the way we understand them. In the second part, we will analyze how the modern era has influenced and is still influencing values. And in the last part, we will understand what is the need of reviving values. So let's begin the value-able journey. What are values? They are nothing but the way we react to situations. Our reactions are a reflection of our values. And the people we meet during the course of our lives shape our views on humanity. We can also understand this by reminiscing one day of our lives. Take yesterday, for example. Make a mental list of things that hurt you, delighted you, made you ponder, or taught you a lesson. Things you think you did right, and things that you wish to work upon. It will give you a great insight into your own life and the values that you live by. You know, every individual interprets each situation differently. But the truth is, you never get to react to a situation after planning. There are situations in which the values that have been inculcated in you enable you to react. This brings me to the second part of my talk. If these are values, then where do we stand today? Well, I think that today, though the physical boundaries have shrunk, but mental boundaries have expanded beyond means. It has become difficult, if not impossible, to connect with people mentally and emotionally. We prefer sending greetings and sharing sorrows on messages than feel the happiness or pain of the other person. We have come to live life of extra convenience. Oh, socializing is too much of an effort, and we don't have time to go through that complexity. Is the free home delivery world today? The speed at which things are going, we will end up discussing our emotions with Siri and Cortana and taking essential advice from them. Interestingly, I was watching a movie the other day called Her. It was made in 2013, not too long ago. In that movie, the main actor had a very emotional relationship with the OS. Yes, you heard me right. The operating system called Samantha. Samantha, where are you? Oh, she's not here. Looks like it's a very famous name. It breaks his heart one day when Samantha decides to leave. This is what reality will be if we don't learn to reconnect with each other. Okay, so how many of you have read Percy Jackson? Quite a few people. It was written in 2005. It's not a very old book. The ones who have read it must know that Rick Riordan has constructed a world where demigods cannot use any device. Why, you may ask? Because they attract monsters, which can get them killed. I quite agree with Rick Riordan. Using these devices do attract monsters. Monsters of loneliness and depression. We seem to have outsourced our happiness to the number of likes, friends and followers on social media. And I think most of you will agree with me when I say that on our way while embracing the good, we seem to have shed what was best. But what is the need of reviving the human touch to preserve values? Well, simply because, friends, life is very interdependent. We are and will always be social animals. We need each other and we have to rely on one another. Interact, learn, fail and rise in order to live a full life. My grandfather always tells me, happiness increases by sharing and sorrows decrease. How many of you agree with him? I'm sorry, I don't. I feel that in today's world, sharing happiness increases jealousy and sharing sorrows increases the feeling of self-pity. Have my circumstances made me think like this? Live, love, laugh, share, care. We need it much more than we ever did today. Because the hatred, there isn't a single place in this world which is left untouched by the hatred. Seclusion, it leads to a life of loneliness and low self-worth. And it's a punishment. We as teenagers are still naive. We're still figuring it out. But we are also the tomorrow that this world is looking up to. So let's embrace the guidance, the help, the knowledge. And let's not forget our roots and deep-rooted values. For we don't want a world where we know the price of everything, but the value of nothing. Thank you.